YouTube family.
I wait lang. I was like, YouTube family. Not say YouTube family lang. YouTube family.
Oh my gosh.
You know?
Oh, I can't believe we're still shy to talk in front of the camera.
Yeah, sige lang.
Okay, take two.
I'm very
Hello,
shy.
YouTube.
Oh, what?
Sige down.
Okay, 1, 2.
Hello, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube. What YouTube?
Are you serious?
Should you say YouTube? Huh? Are you sure? Should you say YouTube now?
What are you gonna say to him?
Hi, peeps. Hi,
Hello.
subscribers.
Subscriber 1, subscriber 2, subscriber 3. Everybody on the internet.
Yeah.
Nah, sige now. Hey, YouTube. So we decided to do a video on how we
I
met.
didn't even say hi. What is the meaning of this? Like, okay, I'm ready.
1, 2, 3, go. Kumusta, YouTube?
Kumusta? Okay, hi everybody. Hi YouTube.
What's up, everybody? So, we wanted to do a video on how we met. We were asked a while back, we should have done this a long time ago, but we've been so busy, about how we met. So, we wanted to give you guys a little rundown on how that happened. So, this was all back in the fall of 2014. I was single, planning a vacation to, I don't know, anywhere. I was, in my mind, just planning a vacation. I wanted to get out of the U.S., which is kind of crazy because I've never done anything like that before, leaving the country. I've never left the country, wanted to leave the country. So I got to thinking, where can I go where I can get the most English I can find, because that's primarily all I speak. I speak a little Spanish, but very little. The cheapest places I could go, and with the most beautiful beaches. So thinking of those 3 categories, somehow I landed on the Philippines.
Somehow. I think it's one of the reasons also is because you have a couple of Filipino friends at work that you know. And
True. And they probably had mentioned about the Philippines.
Yeah.
But with that said, it really clicked for me when I thought about my coworkers, because I do have a lot of Filipino coworkers. And I thought about how good they were. Like, of course, in every culture and every ethnicity, there's bad people. But in my line of work and the Filipinos that I've come in contact with, and some people may hate me for this, even my own people, even the Caucasians, but I feel like if you put 10 Filipinos in a room along with 10 Caucasians and 10 other of this and 10 other of that, you're going to get more good Filipinos, in my experience. That's just my opinion. You're going to get more good Filipinos than you probably would out of all the other ethnicities and cultures put together. And I say that because my analysis of the Filipino culture is, it reminds me of the stories I hear from my father's time. The way people respected each other, the respect that you're raised with, and just the family cohesiveness, and just the general generosity, I guess you should say, diba? Yeah. Even today in 2017, Filipinos that are in the Philippines, and probably even some still here in America, or the first generations here, they're raised a lot different than most Americans are, in my experience. So anyway, I landed on the Philippines, and I thought, that's a phenomenal place to go. The people are great, beaches are beautiful, it's cheap, and they speak a lot of English. They're taught in grade school how to speak English.
Yeah, but we're not so good in grammar because it's not our first language.
It's broken English, Taglish.
Yeah.
But it's still a lot better than other places.
Yeah, because we understand and we can, try our best to explain ourselves or talk English.
Yeah.
In front of foreigner.
So I landed on the Philippines for my vacation spot. And in the process of planning this vacation and just thinking and being excited about going to this beautiful place and with these beautiful people with good hearts and just a great place overall, it started clicking in my head. Now, I was single and I was okay being single. I'll just start by saying that. I had no plans or desires to be in a relationship. I was totally happy being, alone and by myself. But in the process of planning this vacation and considering the Filipinos that I already knew here in the States, I thought, wow, the Filipino culture is so good. And the women that I do know, the Filipino women I do know in America, they're really, really sweet women. They're really sweet ladies. So I just got to thinking, man, what if I met somebody when I'm just on the beach there and we totally clicked? So I was like, that's totally possible. And so then I got to thinking, well, why wait until I go there? What if I went online, which is another crazy thing. I've never considered going online like the whole eHarmony or Match.com that a lot of Americans do. So I thought about going online, and so I did it. I created a profile, which was dateinasia.com, which is pretty neat because you can choose specifically where you want to meet somebody in Indonesia or Japan, Thailand, Philippines. So I chose the Philippines and created a profile, and that's how this happened.
That's your reason why you ended
Yeah, so I ended up online, and actually, when I was online, I wasn't online long, and I was completely overwhelmed. I got a lot of messages, a lot of nice people, but a lot of girls were telling me things that not highly inappropriate, but just things that I felt like they shouldn't say because they don't know me yet. Like, oh, I'll sing to you on the beach, or oh, I'll give good massages and things like that. And I'm just like, well, wait a minute. You haven't even asked me questions about myself. You don't even know that you want to sing to me on the beach. I could be a bad person.
I think you have to understand that a lot of Filipinas, not all Filipinas would say something like that. It's just that they maybe try their best to get your attention and try to say something that they're nice, and they will try their best to do this to you in case you will like each other. Maybe it's just misunderstanding.
Yeah, and it could have been. I mean, they could have been their way to be sweet, but I was just thinking like, wow, you don't even know me yet.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Jess came along.
Yeah, I found him.
She found me, and of course, when she first messaged me, I did not respond because her profile picture, she already looks young. She's 29 years old, and a lot of people tell her a lot, like, oh, you look like you're 20.
Because I'm short.
She's short, small frame, so it just makes her look younger, just being that petite. But
okay.
She messaged me, and of course I didn't respond because I just thought, oh, I'm too old for her. And then she messaged me again, and I responded, thank you for viewing my profile, but I think I'm too old for you. Great, have a great search here. And she messaged me back and said, how old do you think I am? And something like that, yeah?
No, you were busy that time. You were in the,
I was in the Gulf of Mexico. My reception was very sketchy. So I was in the Gulf of Mexico. So our correspondence was few and far in between because I was fishing for 3 days with my dad and my brother.
Yeah.
So I just told her, well, your profile picture makes you look very young, because she verbalized to me, I'm not as young as you must think I am.
Yeah, and then you look back into my profile and found out that time I was 27 years old.
Yeah.
And then you told me like, okay.
So I was like, okay.
So you told me right away to can I see you in the camera? And I was okay, I have. It was like 11 p.m. in that time. I was like, okay. So right away then when you see me in camera, boom, that's it.
Yeah,
He didn't stop talking to me, and then we were like friends for 3 months, like really friends. And I found him very respectful, very consistent, in talking to me. So that's how I end up talking to him, and yeah. Okay,
yeah, so we talked for like 3 months. So
you should ask me also how I end up.
yeah. Okay, so how did she end up online? Go.
Okay.
Say it now.
Oh my gosh. So basically, how would you say? How would I start? Okay, so basically, it feels uneasy for me. I mean, personally, to go online because mostly in the Philippines, if you go online, you look guys online, it means it's just like there's like saying, or it's just trademark to people would think of you negative things. I mean, not all, but a lot of them would think that you are poor, you're looking for a guy because you need money, you want, it's because of poverty, and there's a lot of reasons, because you're struggling, etc., etc., etc. So, you know, knowing yeah, knowing that it's kind of uneasy, uncomfortable, and you know,
you don't want people to look at you in a negative light.
Yeah, in a negative light.
So you feel a little bad.
Yeah, but
and it's the same in America. A lot of times people will tell others that go online, like, oh, what's wrong with you? You can't find somebody in person. You're lame, you know? Like, why do you have to search online to find somebody?
Yeah, but personally, you know, like just looking in our hometown, I've seen foreigners, I've seen white men going through our hometown, and just looking at them physically, I'm attracted to white men. I don't know yet, like American, Europeans, Australian, whatsoever, as long as it's Western and white men, I'm attracted personally to them. Like their blue eyes, their long nose, their features,
always the nose,
how they look like, you know, like it's attractive to me, and I like that kind of thing, you know, for me. So thinking of that, I feel like, oh my gosh, I want to meet a white man, but it's kind of hard because, you know, people would think like this and that, you know. And then anyway, so as time passed by, I was like thinking of that thing when I was like 16, 17, 18. So that's what just my felt like. I have a big crush on white men. Anyway, so going forward, I had a cousin, like two cousins that end up marrying a foreigner. One is American and one is European, and I have friends as well who is married with Americans, not just white American, but black Americans. Some are Norwegian, Australian. So I have a couple of friends, and just asking them how are they, their relationship, how there's marriage, and just looking at them, they're absolutely, I can tell that they're happy. And even them, they told me like it's different happiness. It's like cute, it's fun, it's like, you know, it's the diversity, is that the right word? Diversity,
and the cultural differences.
The cultural differences is quite fun and interesting, and it's amazing. So I was like, what, really? This is so amazing. Like, I mean they were lucky to find a good guy, and how about me? I think I should find mine too. So I was like, I should do something and find my luck, you know. And so I'll go online. I try my luck, but of course, as I go online, I was on and off. Like I was for years because I feel like, my gosh, I think this is not for me, because usually the guys are kigwise, like bad guys, like show me your boob, show me your disrespectful, and some are, it's not just good. Like I try my best to look because I want to see what is in there, but it's really, really hard. But I was still young at that time, so I was on and off, but I was single, so you know, nothing.
I hope you were single while you're online.
Yeah, I was I was single.
Poor boyfriend.
Yeah, I did have
I know.
ex-boyfriend before, but he looks also like long nose, white skin, but he's Filipino anyway. But I was young then, so anyway, when I was online, I felt to myself like, I think like there is no luck for me, you know. So maybe I will try to go back and on and off, because it's not my luck. So anyway, when I turned 27, I went back again, and I met Jake. Yeah. So why I end up messaging in your profile, is that how you say? Because